So next we are going to be looking at zero exponent law, which states that a raised to the power 0 is equals to 1. So let's apply it. Okay, if we have this equation, 7 raised to the power 5 divided by 7 raised to the power 5 is equals to 7 raised to the power 5 minus 5. Which law is this? Can you remember this law? Which law is this? It's the quotient law, right? When you divide two powers with the same base, you can subtract the exponents, right? So this is 7 raised to the power 5 over 7 raised to the power 5. If you divide this, you're still going to have 1. Okay? If you want to go through the long process, you do 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. You get your answer, you do the same thing down, but when you divide them, you will have 1. It's still the same thing. Like this also, you can just cancel. It's still the same thing. You have 1. It's still equals to 5 minus 5 is 0, right? So here is 7 raised to the power 0. And remember, a number raised to the power 0 is equals to 1. So 7 raised to the power 0 is equals to 1. So we can see it's the same thing, right? Here we use the quotient law and the zero exponent law. Okay? 7 raised to the power 5 minus 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. So here is remaining 7 raised to the power 0. And 7 raised to the power 0 is 1. Okay? Do you understand? So any non-zero number raised to the power of 0 is still equals to 1. Okay? Good. So the last law we're going to be looking at, negative exponent law. Okay? The negative exponent law is a raised to the power minus n is equals to 1 over a raised to the power n. So this is the negative exponent law, okay? Let's apply it. So here we have 2 raised to the power minus 3 times 2 raised to the power 3 is equals to, now we're applying this law, as you can see, okay? 1 over 2 raised to the power 3 times 2 raised to the power 3. You can see we have applied the law, right? Do you understand? So here we have 1 over 8 times 8. Now we have simplified this like this, so we have it like this, okay? Times 2 raised to the power 3 is 8, because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, okay? Is equals to, here you can cancel this and we're left with 1, so we have 1 here. 8 cancel 8, we have 1 here, so 1 is equals to 1 is still the same thing. Do you understand? Good. So lastly, we are going to be looking at simple initial equations, okay? So this equation we have 3 raised to the power 2x minus 1 is equals to 27. We have to look for x, okay? So let's solve this simple equation. So we have here 3 raised to the power 2x minus 1 is equals to 3 raised to the power 3. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how did we get this? It was 27 that was here. We looked for a way to make 27 the same base with this, okay? To have the same base with this one, which is 3. And 3 times 3 times 3 is going to give you 27. So we have 3 raised to the power 3, okay? Do you understand? So next, we divided both sides by 3. When you divide both sides by 3, 3 cancel 3. You are left with 2x minus 1 is equals to 3, okay? You are left with the exponents. Remember, we are still looking for x. So next, we carry 1 over to this side. And when a minus 1 is crossing over the equal to sign, it turns to a plus sign, okay? So it's then plus 1. And 3 plus 1 is 4. So we have 2x is equals to 4. Okay, do you understand? 2x is equals to 4. How did we get this 4? Minus 1, we carried it over across the equal to, and it changed to plus. When a minus 1 goes over, when a minus sign goes over the equal to sign, it goes over to the next side, it turns to plus. Okay, so we have plus. So 3 plus 1 is 4, so we are left with 2x equals to 4. Now we will divide both sides by 2. We are dividing both sides by 2 because we want only x to stand on its own. When you divide both sides by 2, you are going to have x is equals to 2. Okay, dividing both sides by 2, 2 cancel the other 2 you use in dividing it. You are left with x, and 2 divided by 4 is 2. So is x equals to 2. So x is equals to 2. Okay, do you understand? Good. So we understood today's lesson on indices, right? We looked at the different types of laws we have in indices. We looked at the product law, quotient law, power law, zero exponent law, and negative exponent law. And we understood everything. We applied these laws to the equations we solved, right? Good. So next we are going to be looking at our assignment. I'm sure we're going to be able to do our assignment, right? Number one, we're to look for y, and number two, we're to look for z. So I'm sure we're going to be able to do our assignment. Okay, that is good.